Hey guys, how's it going? I'll just show you the progress that I've made. Because I didn't do a video last week and I really wanted to, but I didn't because I'm lazy. So what I've done is I've put bigger offset rims on it. So I'll just show you my old rims here. So you can see that the distance from there to the outer edge of the rim is a whole lot less than with those ones. So that's that, and I put them on the front and rear, so they stick out now, quite a bit. So that's good. Give me a better roll angle. I also put some longer shocks in. You probably can't tell that they're longer, but they are actually longer. That rim there, that is actually slightly different to the other ones, because I only had 3 of the other ones. So we had to get a new one, and it's got that bit there, whereas these ones don't. It's just smooth all the way and then a small bit. But yeah, so that's what I've done with the wheels. It's got good tyres on the front and then almost completely worn out tyres on the rear. So I've got my springs in it now. What I did is I cut that off the old strut towers. I cut the strut towers off, and then I cut the spring locator off, and then I shortened the bump stop. And this spring here is a stock standard rear spring, and I cut, I think it was like 2 coils. I cut 2 coils off the top of it, and so that's in there, and it's sitting pretty good at the moment. It looks really wide. It actually looks quite cool. So yeah, I've put springs in on both sides now. I still need to do shocks because, as you can see, it's really bouncy. It's awful to drive like this. Yeah, so these tires are 30 by 9.5 15, and they're actually a pretty good fit, but I think I'm going to go for 31 by 10.5 15, because these ones here, they don't actually come close to anything. They're quite a nice fit. And this here is number 2. So I've just put a different battery in it, so that one that actually fits now. And I put the window in. And I used 1.5 tubes of sealant gluing this window in, because it doesn't actually fit properly, because when the roof was caved in, it pulled the pillars in like that, and then now they're not straight. I even tried to pull them with the car. I backed my chimney up to them with the tow rope and tried to pull them out and make it straight, but it just bent the whole roof to the side. So I straightened it and then left it at that. So I've got different tyres on it now. I've got the old tyres off of this. Not the old rims though, just the tyres. Not sure if I'm going to put back seats in it or not. It depends what my mate wants. And as you can see there, that's the end of the exhaust where my hand is. So we need to do something about that. So I've got this here pipe. This is off of a V8 Land Cruiser, and he got upgraded to a bigger diameter exhaust. So we're going to use some of this and make an exhaust, and it's going to sound cool, and it's not going to have mufflers, and that's going to be great. I've already seen my half doors. I showed you that in another video. The key barrel was smashed out, so I made this. I just glued a washer in to the end, and the screwdriver here. It does come out of the actual thing, but it shouldn't come out of the hole. And I've just got the switch in the back of it there. You can't even see it. My roof is rough as. I spent like an hour trying to straighten this roof, and this is as good as I can get it. So it's true that mechanics are not panel beaters. Yeah, panel bed is a lot different to mechanics. I was using a rubber mallet though and a piece of wood, so I was actually doing it how you're supposed to. So I'm going to cut that, because this here is actually in further than it's supposed to, and I've tried straightening it and I can't. So I'm just going to cut the edge of the roof until it fits in there properly, and then I'll weld it. Yeah, window's a bit broken. I've got the top down today because it's nice and sunny, and I like having the top down because it looks cool. I'll just lower it down for you guys. It does look cool. I like those front wheels. I wish I had 4 of them, because if the spare was different, it wouldn't matter so much. But since it's actually on the car, and my spare is one of the old ones, wherever I put it down there, it's not as good. Yeah, it does look way better with the top down. I'll drive it out and show you guys it outside. So I've got my switch here. This is for my fuel pump. So when I turn the key to on, this turns my fuel pump on. You might be able to hear it, you might not. Because it's a carburetor, so it's supposed to have a mechanical fuel pump, but it doesn't. It has this electric. It has an electric one because the mechanical one was spraying oil out the side. I have had this running today, that's why it started so nicely. And I like to turn my fuel pump off first, and then the key. Otherwise it floods a little bit. Yeah. So it did look pretty good. I nearly touched the fence and got a shock. That would have been bad. It has excessive caster in the front. If you don't know what caster is, camber is when the wheel leans in or out, and then toe is how much the front of the wheels are pointed towards each other, and then caster is the angle from the bottom of the kingpin to the top kingpin, and it's pretty much like that. So the wheel leans out a lot when you go onto lock, but that's actually alright because I'm going to be A-framing it, so that's good for, so you want lots of caster for A-framing it because it helps it to steer better. This here, I've got a lock nut for one side, but it's been like 3 weeks and I can't get a lock nut for the other side, so I don't know what I'm going to do. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it like a slit into this end of the track rod. I think that's what it's called. And then put a clamp around it, like a Lane Cruiser or a Hilux or something. I've got lock nuts for the top, and the other side is a ball joint, so it definitely has a lock nut because Mr. Suzuki made it have a lock nut. Just get that up like that. So yeah, I'm going to convert it from drum brakes to disc brakes because we only have brakes in the rear at the moment, and I'm going to put discs on the front, the old discs off the independent front end, and I'll have to convert it to discs because I only just put brand new brake pads in it. And one of these brake, I think it was this wheel here, the brakes were jammed on, and so it wore all the way through the friction material and then down to the steel, and then it started glowing red hot and melting, and then it started picking up the inside of the drum. So the inside of the drum is stuffed, so I can't even use these brakes anyway, so I have to put some kind of different brakes on. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.